Hello everybody, welcome to Beginning Crypto. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. We have a lot of content coming out. I'm just going to be discussing what's going on in the crypto world and giving more descriptions of what are the cryptocurrencies individually. And if you are brand new to the crypto world and the investing world and are interested in getting some free Bitcoin, just check out the description of the video. It's going to talk about some of the common exchanges and ways that you can earn some freebies. So for today, what are we going to discuss? We're going to discuss Ethereum. What is Ethereum? So Ethereum is a blockchain and a coin. And as we discussed, the differences between coins and tokens in another video, it is a coin. It is a blockchain and created by a group of people, but generally Vitaly Buterin, I think is his last name, is generally considered the father of it, although it was a group of people that created it. But Vitaly is, I guess, the driving force with Ethereum. And it is a decentralized computing platform. It's used to pay transaction fees, which they call gas. It can run decentralized applications. It can issue tokens. Basically, the tokens that we discussed in another video, a lot of tokens are built on the Ethereum platform. They're called ERC20 tokens. But it's a very, very strong blockchain. It's a lot of people consider it or look at it as blockchain 2.0 because they looked at Bitcoin and what Bitcoin was doing, and they went, man, this is a fantastic concept that people actually really believe in, this decentralized aspect of money and cutting governments and cutting middlemen, businesses, banks out of the middle and just going peer to peer. This is great, but what else can it do? It can't, but it should be able to do so much more. So they built Ethereum, and Ethereum can do so much more. Ethereum can have applications built on top of it, so you could build a game on top of Ethereum, and that would be decentralized. That wouldn't be owned by one company or being controlled by one company or being held by one company. It would be an open, decentralized game that's out there for everybody. That does not mean to say it's free, because that game certainly could have tokens built into it that would be used as a transactional thing, but it would be decentralized. It would not be under one control. And here's one thing to think about with decentralization as well. Look at some of the countries that you see in the news that do things like, say, block out parts of the internet, ban parts of the internet, ban websites, ban this, ban that. They wouldn't be able to do that with a decentralized internet, a decentralized website, a decentralized application, a decentralized game. Wouldn't be able to do it because it's decentralized. They can't control it. They cannot impact it, not in any meaningful way. And so that's what Ethereum's idea was, is decentralization and the ability to support so many different things, not just a peer-to-peer exchange of value that was Bitcoin, but something that can be used to, in a way, change the world. Applications and the tokens, the smart contracts. Smart contracts became one of the major uses of Ethereum. And with smart contracts, what a smart contract is basically a smart contract is where whatever exchange or conditions that need to be made with whatever transaction is being done are built directly into the blockchain. So the blockchain basically holds everything. Let's say I say that I am going to pay you X amount of money, so we'll just say 2 Ethereum, which would be $1,000, but say I offer to pay you 2 Ethereum if you will drive my car for me from, drive the new car I bought from New York to California for me. And I will pay you 2 Ethereum when you deliver my car to me in California. Well, we could build that into an Ethereum smart contract, where now my 2 Ethereum are being held by that contract, and the contract will track via whatever method, typically Oracle networks for some things, and we'll discuss Oracle networks in another video. Basically, the contract will note that when that car is delivered. And when that car is delivered, the contract will release the money. The smart contracts therefore prevent any kind of shady business. The smart contracts will prevent me from saying, hey, I'll pay you 2 Ethereum if you paint my, or 1 Ethereum if you paint my house, and you paint my house, and then I go, nah, I don't think you did a very good job. I'm just going to pay you a quarter of it. Smart contract, that won't work. If the house is painted, then the smart contract will release my 2 Ethereum, will transfer my 2 Ethereum to that person. I no longer have any control. I don't have any control over it. I can't stop it. By the same token, I can't say, hey, here's 2 Ethereum for painting my house next week, and you never show up and vanish. Smart contract will prevent that. It's holding the 2 Ethereum, not you, and not me. So smart contracts can be built for a number of different things. They can be used for so many things I can't even begin to describe. They're kind of the wave of the future in a lot of ways, because they're basically small computer programs, small if and type computer programs. So they can be used for a lot of things, which is where the decentralized applications and tokens and so on and so forth come from. So what are some of the pros and cons of Ethereum? Now, Ethereum is the number 2 coin. It's behind Bitcoin. Its value is a couple of thousand. Its market cap is actually pretty close to Ethereum, because there's a lot, or pretty close to Bitcoin, because there's a lot more Ethereum than there are Bitcoin. So they actually come really, really close to being similar market cap, similar total values. Well, right now, Ethereum is mineable, which means it uses the proof of work method that we discussed in our mining video, although they are looking at shifting to a proof of stake type of mining that will be coming theoretically sometime this year as a transitioning Ethereum 2.0, which will remove the second thing, the one of the big drawbacks to Ethereum. It's very expensive, very, very, very expensive, because it uses proof of work, which costs so much. And because Ethereum up to this point has not been scalable, it doesn't do as many transactions per second as they would prefer, because they never had any idea when this was built how fast it was going to catch on, and how big it was going to get, and how many applications were going to be running on it. So it's super, super, super expensive. They use what they call gas as the transaction fee, and it's up there. It's up there. Transaction fees at one point this year were pushing $70. So if you wanted to if you wanted to say trade Ethereum for trade $100 worth of Ethereum for $100 worth of Bitcoin, you probably looking at paying a fairly significant amount of money in the transaction fee. Same thing for trading Ethereum tokens between each other. That's using the Ethereum network. You got to pay the gas fee. It gets super, 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 super expensive really, really fast. So by shifting to the proof of stake, they're also hoping to reduce those gas fees. The Ethereum is pushing pretty hard for this stuff. The transition to Ethereum 2.0 to get away from mining, to get to proof of stake, and to get away from the expense of it, and also to scale it up, because there are definitely competitors on the horizon. Now, Ethereum is, again, very strong. It's a number 2. There's thousands of applications laying on top of it, and tokens, and it's global. It's definitely global. And the smart contracts, which are being used for NFTs a lot, the non-fungible tokens. So it's got so many things it's being used for. So it's definitely a market leader by far. It's huge. It almost dominates the market. But there are other blockchains right behind it coming up that are growing and are able to do a lot of the things that Ethereum has problems with better. Cardano came out using a proof of stake. They have extraordinarily low transaction fees. They don't have smart contracts yet, but they're coming out with them. It's scalable. So, and there's other blockchains besides just that one. That one I tend to use a lot because it's the number 4, number 5 coin out there right now. But they're hoping that Ethereum really wants to shift, because they don't want to lose their ground with all these other companies coming up behind it, especially with the current look at how proof of work is so environmentally unfriendly. So it's really kind of a reputation hit to a lot of the proof of work companies. Now, one thing with Ethereum, right now the supply is somewhere right around 116 million or so. But here's the thing. Here's one possible drawback with Ethereum. there's no fixed supply. Ethereum can be mined forever, or once it goes to proof of stake, it can be staked forever, and the supply will continue to grow. There's both a good and a bad thing. There's going to be a certain point where the supply gets so large that the value definitely starts dropping. However, that's so far in the future that probably doesn't even affect our grandchildren, because the supply is not growing that fast. And one problem with cryptocurrencies is they do get lost. They do get what's called burned, oftentimes unintentionally. All it takes is a mistype in sending your Ethereum from one wallet to another, and it is gone forever. All it takes is a lost keywords, code words, and your wallet is gone, and they are lost forever. So while it has an infinite supply, that's great in theory, but in practice, it's not really going to affect anything for quite some time. Eventually, it will, absolutely, but it's going to be a long time until it does. And that is the basic overview of what exactly Ethereum is. Again, we keep things very, very simple for you, just trying to give you basic information very, very quickly, just enough for you to begin to make your own decisions and give you a foundation of where to start in your research, so you don't have to spend hours reading the most basic stuff. So I hope this helped you guys. Good luck in your crypto adventures. Please hit the like and subscribe button. So we will catch you guys later.